I just didn't want to leave that last video alone. It's raining out, so I'm going to leave the window open. You'll hear traffic soon. So this is what happened yesterday. I don't feel good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I even posted this, but I do believe that she's doing something to my food. I do. I truly do. I'm not someone who is paranoid about anything. I am very intuitive, and if I feel something's wrong, then I'm running with that feeling until proven guilty, or until proven otherwise not guilty. Obviously, I'm in a very peculiar situation. I have applied for unemployment. My resumes are out. I've even rifled off something to the Better Business Bureau regarding my boss. I went there yesterday to pick up some of my tools, and he wasn't there. I did run into a friend of mine, and he asked me what I was doing, and I said nothing. And he goes, "Yeah, I heard you weren't working here anymore." And I went, "Is there anything else you heard? Because I haven't heard anything." And he goes, "You don't know?" And I went, "I know nothing. All I know is I was off for a week, and I messaged my boss Sunday going, okay, so I'm just going to go back over here. And he told me to pull back. And I haven't heard from him since. He said he'd give me a call on the Wednesday or something. I've never heard from him again. And I've never been called. So I guess the work people all know more about what's going on in my world than I do. On God, I don't know. I've never even had a warning over anything. I was thinking, is it the social media? Like, but I haven't posted anything that would, like, and even if I did, a warning would be sufficient, right? Like a warning, first of all. They all know I have a channel. Anyway. So this morning, I'm feeling horrible. Just absolutely like a truck fucking hit me. This isn't my bed. It's not my bed. It's comfortable enough. It's not outside in the rain, so I'm grateful for that. So I went upstairs to make a tea, and I was telling her about what happened yesterday, and her response was, "Do you need a reference from me?" And I went, "For what?" And she went, "Well, like for a new place." Well, what are you talking about? She goes, "I taped a note to your door. I want you gone at the end of the month." I went, "This is the 22nd." And I thought it was because I hadn't paid the rent in full, which I have. And she goes, "Yeah, I can't have partial payments on rent. Plus, you didn't pay last month's rent." I said, "There's no lease here. It's a transition home. You want me to give you first and last month's rent, and I'm supposed to live in a filthy kitchen. There's no locks on my door. I'm not allowed to have my daughter over, no pets, none of this, no appliances, and I can't cook after 10 o'clock. But you want me to give you $1,000 a month for this." Those are my lamps, my TV. For this. There's a room across from here, but you can't do anything with it. It's storing my boxes. Like you can't, I called it a living room, but it wouldn't even be a living room. That's the ceiling. Like I'm short. I'm 5'4". There's this much room when I stand up. Well, no, there isn't. I'll tell you in a minute. Half a foot. Only a select few people are going to be able to live down here. Okay. Since I got here, I have felt that something really weird in this house. Like just something really weird. I was having a conversation right here as I'm talking to you, lovelies, with my daughter about how filthy this house is. How filthy the upstairs is. Like, and I'm not, it's filthy. Like she's an animal. She doesn't cook. So the kitchen is used for gardening. Okay, like the kitchen counter is used for putting dirty shoes on and hose and dirty vegetables, and then it's just left, or a plethora of filthy dishes. This is a 41-year-old woman who blows her nose in her hand, wipes it on her pants, and then touches every doorknob. Yeah. So I was talking to my daughter about this on the phone. The next morning, I go upstairs and the kitchen had been cleaned. Not only had it been cleaned, hang on, I'm going to take a Tylenol. Sorry. Not only had it been cleaned, but she had cleaned out a cupboard for me for my food. But I was saying to my daughter, and anybody that's been with me for more than 4 months will know, when I lived downtown, I used to shop at the market. I bought all my spices there. Little clear bottles, label, organic, very expensive. I worked for that, so I didn't mind spraying on some organic cinnamon. And I noticed that some of the more common spices were gone, like the cinnamon, like the nutmeg, poultry seasoning, all gone. I noticed I use agave or maple syrup for sweetener. And I had bought a bottle of maple syrup and I use it for my tea. And I was like, holy Jesus, I've used an awful lot of maple syrup out of 3 teas. But I was saying this to my daughter, like my cinnamon is missing, like she's using my maple syrup. So, and the kitchen is filthy. So as I was saying, the next morning I go up, the whole kitchen is clean dish, and she's left a spot just for my food. Okay, well, that's kind of odd. Maybe, telepathy or something. No. Let's talk about Lila. So Lila, it started with a bump on her tail. So my daughter took her into the vet. And all the usual happened. They called my daughter back and they wanted more tests on Lila. Eventually, the bill was in total of, I think, I don't even know. It was well over $1,000. And my daughter paid for that. The $1,800 or $70 was to cut her tail off, but we already knew that she had stage 2 liver cancer. There was a tumor in her tail. They wanted to cut the tail off to stop it from spreading. But even the vet was going like, the tail's really, she's on antibiotics. Anyway, just to let you know, cauliflower, that your, once again, information is bunk. You should more be concerned about why you gave your 16-year-old daughter away for a drug dealer. You might want to focus on that. Don't worry about my life. You got your own miserable problems to deal with. Same little foot. So anyway. So I was talking to my daughter right here on the phone about Lila. What's our next move? What are we going to do? Again, my daughter is in transition also. She quit her job for a better job. She got out of a very abusive relationship and she moved into her girlfriend's mother's place, and she's living in a basement. Neither of us are doing extraordinarily well by any normal standards, but we're happy and we're trying to be peaceful and we're trying to be optimistic. So I was on the phone with her and we're both crying and everything, and I hung up, and there's a dog here, as you know. This is the thing. So we'll call her Elizabeth and we'll call my friend Bill. So Bill had 2 dogs that had puppies. Elizabeth took one of the puppies, but Elizabeth's a little bit of a fucking mental patient, and Bill needed to get rid of the puppies, and he lives very close by here. So he comes and checks up on this puppy, which isn't a puppy anymore, because he doesn't feel 100% safe leaving the dog with her. He knows that she wouldn't do anything malicious to it, but he's not 100% just, so he comes and checks on the dog all the time. Wouldn't you know that when I moved in, the week that I moved in, she got a job. She hasn't worked in 4 years, over 4 years, but she managed to buy a house. Go figure. And the week that I moved in, she started work. Get this, she hasn't worked in over 4 years. She is a research developer for a major hospital in this city to combat PDF files. So I did some research about that. Yeah, there's no such thing. Anyway, it's umbrellaed under sex addiction. So whether you are someone who has a propensity to children or porn or, I don't know, trans, it's lumped in together. But she is going to spin me this tale that I'm supposed to believe. Okay. 4 hours a day, 3 days a week as a research developer for a major hospital. Okay. I got you on that. After I lost my job, I was taking care of Puppy. It's here. One day, so I'm downstairs having a conversation with my daughter, and I'm obviously my daughter is upset. I'm upset. She must have called Bill and said, "Can you pick up dog tomorrow? She's not in a headspace." Anyway, so Bill comes over to pick up the dog the next day. I didn't know that he was coming. I'm down here doing what I do, and I could hear footprints, like someone walking upstairs. Well, she's gone to work. So I'm like, what the hell? So I go upstairs to investigate if someone's broken in here or not. No, it's Bill coming to pick up the dog. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's going on? Why are you here? And he goes, oh, Elizabeth called me last night and wanted to know if I could pick up Potato. The dog's name is Potato. Couch Potato. Yeah, he loves that. I went, no, he's fine. Like, I'll take care of him. You don't have to worry yourself about that. And he goes, no, she thinks that you're really distraught over your pets. I went, pardon, what? And he goes, well, how's your daughter? And I went, she's fine. Like, why? What's going on? And he goes, well, yeah, she's saying that you're really distraught over your pets, that you've got one that's dying and you're not allowed to take your other ones here. And I went, what are you talking about? Like, how do you know this? And he goes, oh, she phoned me last night. I haven't talked to her at all about this. I've been I was talking on the phone to my daughter. So I went upstairs and I asked her before, is this house bugged? And she just kind of smirked. I went, it is illegal. You know that, right? Like, you can't just videotape somebody without their consent in a pub. Like, you can't do this. No, she never said no. She never said yes. So I was just adamant, listen, this is against the law. And I am fucking telling you, if I am in the shower and I'm being videotaped, or if I'm sleeping naked, which I do in bed, and I'm being videotaped, I'm not going to be too happy about that. That is tinfoil. So is that, because I don't know what it is. I don't know. I've got tape because there's gaps. Like, I don't know. I don't know how she's hearing my conversations. I don't know. It's not, listen, it's not like I am trying to calm my daughter down. Mommy's got you, my darling. Please don't be upset. Like, don't cry, honey. Please don't cry. I'll fix this. I'll fix this. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't upset. There's no way she heard me. No way. So, Loon, the bum, I go upstairs this morning to make a tea, and that's basically what she said. You're out. You got till the 9th. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I went, this is a transition house. You're supposed to help people, isn't that? I'm not here to make it. I don't want anything for free. I've been fighting my whole entire life. You think me coming into this fucking pigsty is all of a sudden me going, yeah, lap of luxury. I'll settle for this. You got to be out of your fucking mind. Out of your mind. Just please pray. Not just for me, but for anybody that, oh, my ear is ringing. For anybody going through this. Let me just give Cauliflower her much needed attention. Yes, I absolutely stand behind God. In front of God, beside God, above God, below God. Absolutely. Who's it that you stand beside or behind? Because it certainly isn't God. So that leads me to believe. Listen, I get that you're here for my demise. I get it. And it does look bad. But let me iterate this. God gave me grace in 7 days. I got a paper handed to me going, you got 7 days Get as much stuff as you can. You're out. Wait a minute, though. No, I don't have a truck. I don't have any money. No. God will find a way for me. He will find a way. My first priority right here today is to get these pets somewhere warm. If I know that they're safe, then I'll be able to move. If I have to sit in a fucking library and sleep under a bridge, then so be it. I don't care. I've done it before. All I've ever done is fight my whole fucking life. Why would I stop now? I am trying to work my way into my soft girl era where I don't fight. It's not today. But it will come. It will come. You know what, cauliflower? This little thing that you are laughing at me about right now is going to forge a fucking fire. I'm built for this. I am built for this. That's all I've ever known is fighting. I fight you. I fought mom. I fought dad. I fought everything. I would never give you the fucking grace of watching me fold. Never. Not ever. Not ever. As a matter of fact, I want you to see this. I've got 12 days and no job and no car and no money. But I have faith. And I know there's just as many good people out here who are going to pray for me. So you little fucking sadistic bitch, can go fuck all the way off. We will meet one day. And Lord knows that I am saving up my karma so that one day I can fucking unleash on you. And I will take my licks from karma for doing it. You ever speak about my child again, and I swear, I'm not swearing to God, but you know that I could decimate you. You know that. And I will, if I have to. You even talk about my child. Again, you foul bitch, tossed your 16-year-old daughter out so a drug dealer could live with you and grow weed. Remember? Oh, by the way, did you see him on the wanted poster? Not the wanted, the missing posters. Yeah, he has been found. You're welcome. So this is how foul this chick is. So she goes by Walter Dog. Walter was my first boyfriend. That was his name. His name was Walter. The guy that was just missing, he was my friend. He was my friend. And she started dating him. And then David's here. David's not happy with a guy. There's a guy that was in my world, and David is just like, ooh, he wants to mess. Anyway, we're not talking about, and Annie's here, if I didn't tell you that. Annie's here too. I love Annie. Just crazy that it's Annie, sweet Annie. I got a picture of Annie. Do you? By the way, before I forget, tell Older, well, you don't have to because she's here too. I am going to rip that fucking cemetery apart if it is my last breath to get her ashes out of that fucking cemetery. She will, with the rest of my mom's ashes, be flown over to Scotland, first class, and the most beautiful place that I can find, I will set her free. You fucking demons. This is 2 family members that these fucking parasites have gone against. Last will and testament. My aunt did not want to be buried. She wanted her ashes flown over to Scotland and scattered. They buried her. My mom, this little fucking parasite, decided to rewrite my mom's will. I don't know how you did that, but it's government fraud. Forget about government fraud. Wait until you meet your maker. Wait until you meet your maker. Like, just how? You want me to, how? You are willing to risk. Forget about the prison time that you could be doing. The moral compass of what you've done just to see me suffer? I'm not going to suffer. I will struggle, but I'm built to struggle. It's all I've ever known. It's all I've ever known. I'm not going down. I'm not going all the way down. Now, let me just mention how foul that you were. Remember when I was living with you and your ex-boyfriend went back to his girlfriend and you were still sleeping with him? That's foul. You slapped that girl in the face. You betrayed that girl. That's why she came and fucking bashed your car in. You're foul. Foul. You're just you're the type of female that no other female should be around. No, hey, any women out here from my city, do not trust her around your man. She's foul. You can trust me, I don't want your man. I just want to take me, my cats, my child, and just live in a very quiet, clean environment that I pay for by myself. And I am working towards that. Right now, I've got 11 days, so I have to go, use guys. Just anybody who is out here who is going through anything, I am praying for you. Please don't give up, okay? It just looks bad today. You just never know. You don't know. Hey, cauliflower, there are some homeless people downtown that could use your coffee money. Okay, so take some of the inheritance that you stole from me and go into Tim Hortons and get, I don't know, $50. Start with 50. That's what I did. Get $50 worth of Tim Hortons cards, and then you just walk up and down the street, and anybody that looks homeless, you just hand them one of the cards and said, this is from God. This is from Jesus. Go get yourself something warm to drink. So since you took my inheritance money and I can't do that right now, I would think that since you're spending my part of the inheritance, this is what I would do, that you should, try to redeem yourself somehow. Okay, I have got a lot of work to do. It has been longer than I wanted to be, but you guys are all just a blessing. You truly are. Bye.